So, here we are. Oh, it's a new month has arrived. I can't believe it. And here I am now with you live as live can be. Here we go then. It is, what is it today? It's Friday. It feels very unusual to be here on a Friday, but look outside. Look at the day we are having. It's a glorious day and June is here. It is June the 1st day of a new month, and I thought it would be a good idea to go outside and do something live, because the weather is quite nice. Although, having said that, there is a forecast for thunder and rain later on today. So I'm not really sure whether or not I'm going to be staying out here for a very long time, because it looks as if there might be some rain coming. So we will see what happens. But for now, the sun is in the sky. Everything is all right. Even though now and again there are some black clouds hanging overhead. Some storm clouds are floating by right now. So here we go then. But the big question is where am I? Oh, okay then. If you insist. Hi everybody, this is Mr. Duncan in England. How are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. Are you happy? I hope so. So I thought, why not? Why not do a live stream on the first day of June? And it does feel quite summery today, even though, as I just mentioned, there is a little bit of rain in the air. So I'm taking a bit of a risk here, going outside on what can only be described as a very hot and humid day. It's ever so humid here. It's really, really hot. So a lot of people already on the live chat. I can't believe how many people already are here on the live chat. So let's say hello, shall we? So hello to Alamgir, who is first on the live chat today. So hello to you and welcome. Welcome to my special live English outside. It's a very warm day, very muggy. So Alamgir Hussein, congratulations, you are first on the live chat. Attila is also here today. Hello Attila. Hi Mr. Duncan, how are you? I'm okay, thanks. I can't complain. Also JC Geordie, Amir, Andrew is here. How is your week going so far? Well, today is the final day of the week because it's Friday, yes! I'm sure you are very excited as well because the week is coming to an end. The weekend is just around the corner. What a lovely surprise. You're on with another live stream. Yes, it's true. I hope you can hear me okay because I think the sound level might be a little bit low. So for those who can't hear me, please let me know. It's a nice start to the month with a live stream. Yes, I thought I would do it as a little surprise. You know, I like to have surprises. And sometimes I like to give surprises as well. So here we go. Yes, it's a little overcast. There are some black clouds floating overhead at the moment. Ute is here. Hello, Ute. Mr. Duncan, what a surprise. Oh, thank you very much. I hope it's a nice surprise. That's all I can say. Hello, everyone from, I think you are watching in Russia or maybe somewhere nearby. Albert is here. Hello, Albert. I don't think I've seen you here before. Is it your first time on the live chat? If it is your first time, please let me know. Please tell me. Mr. Duncan, it's my first time. So let me know Also, Mauricio is here watching in Brazil. I have a strange feeling that I have a lot of people watching in Brazil at the moment. I don't know why. I've noticed over the past couple of weeks that I seem to have lots and lots of people watching in Brazil. Say hello to Brazil. Yes, I just have. Gabriel or Gabriel is here. Hello to you as well. Frederick Roy says, it's my first time to chat on the live chat with your live stream. Oh, okay then. Thank you. Welcome, Frederick. Now, in the past, I used to give fireworks when someone new arrived on the live chat, but sadly, I don't have any fireworks at the moment. I'm ever so sorry about that, so I hope you will forgive me. So it's live English, it's live Mr. Duncan. The reason why I'm doing this today is because it's a brand new month, and I'm thinking of doing some regular surprise live streams during the month of June. So besides my normal live streams, I'm also thinking of doing something slightly different during this month by giving you some lovely surprise live streams, especially if the weather turns out to be nice, because if the weather is nice, then it might be a good opportunity to actually go outside. All I'm thinking at the moment is I hope it doesn't start raining, but I have planned for that. So if it does start raining, I'm going to play a video and then I will move my things inside. So just in case it decides to start raining, I do have a backup plan. The other night, something very exciting happened. We had some bulls arrive at the back of the house. So some bulls have arrived and they're at the back, although today they've disappeared. Can you believe it? I was hoping to capture them live on camera, but unfortunately they have decided to wander off. That's not very good, is it? So the live chat is starting to get very busy. Connell is here. Apparently it's Children's Day today. I did not know that. Here in the UK, it is a special day because it's National Fish and Chip Day. It is one of the most famous English meals. A lot of people associate this country, England, with fish and chips. So here in the UK, it is National Fish and Chip Day. Thank you, Albert. It's not my first time. I've been watching you for quite a long time, but I don't comment regularly. Well, Albert, you are more than welcome to say hello any time. Hytham is here. It is my first time, Mr. Duncan, to talk to you on the live chat. Well, all I can say is welcome, welcome. Aurora, hello Aurora. Mr. Duncan, I'm at the gym. Unfortunately, I can't watch because it's Friday morning. Well, all I can say is I'm very pleased to hear that you have decided. You have decided to keep fit. I like that. You are very active first thing in the morning. I wish I was. Amriwadi, I believe you need to manage the clock on this video. It says the 30th of May. Yes, it probably does. Let's just get rid of that, shall we? That is my automatic date which comes up, and sometimes it isn't right. Yes, it's true. You are correct there. So all I have to do is watch this. As if by magic, I can actually change the date, even though you can't see it. But I'm going to change the date. See? Look how professional I'm trying to be. There it is. That's better. Yes. Oh, that's much better. Let's just make sure it's right. Yeah! The date is now right. It is definitely the 1st of June. There it is. I've corrected it now. Thank you for noticing, by the way. Katu is here. Hello, Mr. Duncan. It's my first time. Okay, then. welcome. You are more than welcome to join in. And don't forget, I am live every Wednesday from 10 p.m. UK time, and also every Sunday from 2 p.m. UK time. Summer Cookie says, it's my first time. Normally, I'm a shy girl, and I don't believe that I'm here. You are now live, Summer Cookie. You are now live. And I like your name, by the way, because I like summer, and I also like eating cookies. Hi Trin, hi Albert, hi Amri, and hi everyone from TS. Hello TS. Thanks for joining me today. I think you are watching in Indonesia, so far away. I'm going to guess that the weather in Indonesia is very similar to here. It's very hot and very humid here today. So I thought, just to get us all in the mood, I thought we would have a little replay of something I did a while ago. And because there is no Mr. Steve today, unfortunately, so because Mr. Steve is away busy working, I am on my own. So I thought it would be fun to show one of my past videos with Mr. Steve. So here we are doing something in the kitchen. But the big question is, what are we doing? Oh, hello there. Welcome to the kitchen. It's Mr. Duncan and
Mr. Steve.
Come over here, don't be shy. There's the camera, it's over there. So here we are in the kitchen. What are we going to do?
We are going to make some tea cakes.
Well, we're not actually making them. We're going
to put them in the toaster.
We're going to toast them.
Toast the tea cakes that we have previously purchased from a local bakery.
And here they are. Here are the tea cakes. Look at that. Aren't they gorgeous? 2 fresh tea cakes. Now, some people think that tea cakes and hot cross buns are the same thing, but in fact,
do they?
In fact, they are not. They are not the same thing. Tea cakes are normally larger, and also they don't have the cross on the front. Also, they are not as flavoursome. They don't have as much spice or lemony zest inside them. So normally
lemony zest.
Lemony zest. Oh. I love the lemony zest.
It's just sort of sweet bread with some currants or raisins added.
So they don't have such a strong flavour as hot cross buns, but they are still delicious.
They are delicious.
So Mr. Steve, what do we need to do first?
We need to, well, these are frozen and we've defrosted them. We need to take them out of this packet of it. We can't put them in the toaster while they're inside that plastic bag. No, that I know for certain.
That would be very silly. So don't forget, don't toast them in the bag because the plastic will melt and they will taste terrible.
So they freeze very well, of course. We bought them fresh, but we bought too many and we froze some of them and they are absolutely delicious. As defrosted, bread freezes very well, as we all know.
And there they are, look, lovely. Look at those lovely tea cakes. So now Mr. Steve Mr. Steve is going to cut them in half.
Careful, I'm armed with a sharp knife.
I'm not sure if we should trust Mr. Steve with a sharp knife.
Right, so here we go. I'm going to cut these in preparation for putting in the toaster. There we go. That one, I'm going to put that one straight in the toaster. And I'll meanwhile cut the other one in half so that we're ready, because when we butter them, we want to make sure the right halves go with the right buns.
Yes. Try not to do all that. There's one thing I've noticed with Mr. Steve, when he's doing something, he likes to bang things around and clang, which is great for real life, but unfortunately on camera, when you are listening at home, it sounds dreadful. So try to do everything quietly if you can. Do it silently.
Silently.
Silently. Including but the voice can be big.
Fine. Well, they're going to take about 2 minutes to toast in there. So meanwhile, shall I get ready with the butter?
Ah yes, we're going to put some lovely butter. Now you have to have butter on your tea cakes. There is something I've noticed, because the word butter can actually be used in other ways as well. Is that true, Mr. Steve?
That is very true, yes. Butter is normally for spreading on bread and things like that, but it can be used in other ways. So here we go, butter. The word butter can be used in more than one way. For example, it can be used as a verb in the phrase butter up. If you want to win someone's favour, or if you want to get someone on your side, you might try to charm them by doing something nice. You butter them up. You try to butter them up by being nice to them. So the phrase butter up means flatter a person or suck up to them. For example, I need my friend to drive me into town tomorrow. I will have to butter him up by treating him to dinner. To butter up a person means to flatter or charm someone so as to get on their good side. You ingratiate them. Butter or butter up. Now, I could butter up to Mr. Duncan, couldn't I? I could say, oh, Mr. Duncan, oh, I will do that later. I will show an example. No, I'll do it now. That clean, that pin.
Over here, the camera's there. I don't know where you're going.
Well, you're moving me around, right? Oh, Mr. Duncan, I'm going to butter up to Mr. Duncan now. Mr. Duncan, what's happened to you? You look so slim. Have you lost weight?
Oh, thank you. I think Mr. Steve is trying to butter me up. I think Mr. Steve wants something. So butter up means to flatter someone or to ingratiate yourself, to creep around someone, normally for a favour. Okay?
Any chance that I could, appear on your show on Sunday, your Ask Mr. Duncan show again?
You're on it now.
You're so slim, you're so good looking, Mr. Duncan.
Okay.
What have you done?
Come on, I'm hungry.
Right, that pinging sound meant that this out of the toaster, and oh, there we go. Mr. Duncan won't like that one because it's burnt. You don't like burnt buns, do you, Mr. Duncan?
I don't like my buns burnt.
Right.
I don't like my buns too brown.
Right, on you go with the butter.
Try not to bang around. Please stop banging. It sounds terrible on the camera.
Mr. Duncan likes lots of butter on his tea cakes. I won't say where else, but he certainly likes them on his tea cakes.
I like my buns buttery.
Oh, Mr. Duncan. Right, there we go. That's one done. Is that enough butter for you?
That's great. That's good, Mr. Steve, thank you.
Match that up there. No, that's not quite right. There we go. Oh no, what's happened to that? It doesn't seem to match.
It doesn't matter.
There we go.
So there we go, there is the first tea cake. It has been toasted, and as you can see, there is some butter. It is now melting on the tea cake. So, Mr. Steve is now going to toast his tea cakes.
And there we go.
By the way, just in case you have just joined us, we are live. Well, this isn't live, but in a moment I will be live again on a Sunday. Yes, we are here. Live as live can be on Sunday afternoon. I hope you are enjoying this live lesson.
My fingers are all greasy then, so I was using a paper towel to wipe all the butter off. So it's going to be a long time. We've got 2 minutes, at least 2 minutes to wait before the next tea cake comes out of the toaster. So
well, I know what I'm going to do.
I think you should eat yours because it'll go cold.
I'm going to have a bite of the tea cake to see how nice it is, to see how well.
It'd be nice, please.
How well Mr. Steve has toasted this tea cake. Let's see. Okay.
Of course, they go very nicely with a cup of tea. Hence the name tea cake. Well, actually, it could be called a tea cake because you have them at tea time, but I think it's because you have them with a cup of tea, which we haven't got ready, but we can make afterwards. In fact, shall I put the kettle on now while we're waiting?
No.
Oh, suit yourself.
It's too noisy.
Oh, but I could pretend.
Pretend? What are we, 5-year-olds?
Right, no, that's not quite done yet. I'll give it another 30 seconds of heat.
Mr. Steve likes his buns very brown.
So, oh, right, okay. I don't know what that is brown, look.
Mmm, these are delicious. Very nice.
Mmm. It's very hot, you know. Toasters get very hot. Right.
There is another type of bun called a scone or scone, and they are much smaller, and normally they are made with pure butter or fat.
Oh, and another word for a bun is your buttocks.
Yes.
Your buttocks, you call your buttocks buns.
So your buttocks or your bum cheeks can be called buns. Now that normally comes from American English, so if you talk about someone's nice buns, you might be talking about their bread, but also you might be talking about their lovely sexy bottom. Ooh. Okay, Mr. Steve.
There we go. So that could actually, yes, it looks a bit like someone's bottom. That does. Let's go. Right. You naughty bun.
Look, can I just say now, for the record, Mr. Steve, can you stop banging things around?
I'm going to put that butter back in the fridge, otherwise it'll melt and go.
Do it quietly.
There we go. Right, so I'm ready to eat mine now.
That's it, we're going to eat our tea cakes. I've already eaten half of mine. Thank you very much for following us.
Delicious.
We're now going back to the studio, live to rejoin Mr. Duncan. That's me.
Oh, all right, Mr. Duncan. And I look forward to seeing you again very shortly. Where am I going to be? Stuck in the corner?
Maybe. I haven't decided yet.
Outside?
I don't know yet.
It'll be a big surprise.
Off we go.
Bye.
Bye. So here we are then. It is a Friday and we are live. I hope you enjoyed that. For those who are missing Mr. Steve, I thought I would play one of our old moments of time recorded in the kitchen when we were eating our tea cakes. And for those who are wondering, the small black things inside are raisins and sultanas. They are types of dried fruit. So I hope that answers your question. I hope you enjoyed that. Fortunately, the rain is holding off. We just had some lovely sunshine. The sun came out just, and it was absolutely glorious. And soon as the video finished and I returned live, the sun went back in. I don't know what's going on. Come on, sun. Why are you letting me down? I've just been checking on my phone as well. There are lots of very useful apps that you can get nowadays for your mobile phones. So there is one that I can actually check any time of the day to find out what the weather is like in my area. And they even have a special radar that scans for rain. So I can actually see a live view and I can see where the rain is and where it is moving. So at the moment it looks as if there is no rain here at the moment. There is no rain anywhere around this area. Although I suppose I should be very careful what I'm saying, to be honest, because, you know, we might suddenly get lots of rain. So I'll have to be careful what I'm saying. The live chat is up and running. Oh, hello there. So many people on the live chat. Amri is here, or Amir, sorry. I wish I could have your tea cakes. Yes, they are beautiful. Oh, Haytham Ghazi says, amazing recording. We miss Mr. Steve. A lot of people miss Mr. Steve. By the way, last night it was the first night, the opening night of the musical play that Mr. Steve is actually appearing in. So apparently everything went well. Now, tonight I I'm going to see it. So instead of tomorrow night, originally I was going to go tomorrow, but I'm very busy tomorrow preparing things for Sunday. So I will actually be going tonight to see Mr. Steve perform in his musical play where he is playing a Spanish pirate. Would you like to see a little bit of Mr. Steve pretending to be a Spanish pirate? Okay.
Hello, Mr. Duncan, and all your lovely viewers all around the world. Today I'm at the rehearsal, so unfortunately I cannot be here to teach English with you today. Hopefully on a Wednesday or next Sunday I will be back, and then we shall teach the English to everyone around the world. But today I am Carlos Sanders, the pirate from the Caribbean island of Sandarino. Goodbye. Adios.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you very much for that. I've just also noticed, because Amri Wadi mentioned the date was wrong earlier, and I've also noticed that the time is also wrong. So I don't know how that's happened. I really don't. So I'm going to change that right now. Let's see if I can actually change that. It is supposed to be 5 minutes past 2. My computer seems to have a mind of its own today. So there it is. That's better. It is 6 minutes past 2 o'clock on a Friday, and I'm outside doing something very special because it is the 1st of June. It really does feel as if spring is in the air. The weather is so variable. Yes, variable. It is changeable. It changes from one thing to another. So yes, it would be fair to say that the weather at the moment is very, very changeable. Variable. So if something varies, it changes. So yes, I think you are right there. The weather here, especially today, is very changeable. It is variable. Haytham says, oh, I think, I'm not sure what you're laughing at. I'm not sure, I don't know. I hope it's something very funny. That's all I can say. The sun has come out. Yes, the sun is now out, and I am now being bombarded with ultraviolet light from our lovely sun. What is it? 91 million miles away, is it? The sun? And yet it still feels hot. It really does. So it's live English, and I am in my shorts today. Would you like to see my feet? Okay, here are my feet, a live shot of my feet. As we stand here in the sun, you can see I'm wearing my shorts today. I am wearing my shorts and also my lovely stripy socks as well. So the sun is now out and everything is nice. Around the garden, everything is looking very summery as well. People always like to see the garden. So here we go. For those who like taking a look around the garden, here are some shots. And also, this is the back at the moment. Sadly, the bulls are not there. I was hoping they would come across. I was really hoping that the bulls would come over to say hello. But they only arrived 2 days ago. So at the moment, they're feeling very shy. I think that's what's going on. They are actually very shy at the moment. So it is live English in the sunshine, and this is just a very special live stream just to say hello to June, and of course hello to you as well on the live chat. Mr. Steve could perform in the movies. Oh, really? Do you think he's that good? Yes, I think Mr. Steve is a very good performer. He is a very good actor. And he's been in quite a few shows now. Very, very big parts. He was in a show called A Christmas Carol, based on a story by Charles Dickens, and he actually played the lead part. He was actually playing the lead role of Scrooge. He's also appeared in The King and I as well. Vitanis. Hello, Vitanis. Hello from Lithuania. Hello to you. I don't think we've spoken before. Have we talked to each other before, or is it your first time? Amri Wadi says, I really like tea cakes with raisins. I'm not a big fan of raisins, to be honest, so sometimes I will pick them out. Especially if there are too many, because I don't like too many raisins in my tea cakes. Hatwar says, such a beautiful garden. Thank you very much for that. You are very kind. I'm very pleased to hear that you like the garden. It is still trying to rain here. There is now a big, ominous cloud hanging over the house, and it looks as if it's about to rain, but the forecast says there is no rain. I'm getting very confused with the weather today. It's all over the place. All over the place. If something is all over the place, it means it is very chaotic. It is hard to predict. It is all over the place. So the weather today is all over the place. It is very hard to predict. It is very chaotic. It is changeable. It sure is. I envy you with your sunny weather and garden. Well, I can tell you now, it's not always sunny here. Quite often we get rain, we get storms. So it's not always sunny. Even during the summer we can get lots and lots of rain. I saw some live news videos on YouTube that have live subtitles. Yes, I think there are some channels, maybe very big channels, that have subtitles on their live stream. But at the moment, YouTube is not allowing me to have them. I don't know why, because they would be very useful, to be honest. They would be very useful indeed. HM is here. Hello there. I am Mubashir Hafiz from Pakistan, and I am studying at the Medical University, and I'm wishing you the best of luck. Thank you very much, Mubashir, watching in Pakistan. Pedro is... Oh, hello, Pedro Belmont. Of course, it wouldn't be a live chat without Pedro Belmont. So Pedro is here. How long am I on for? Well, I'm probably going to stay on for about an hour. So I will be with you for around about another 15, maybe 20 minutes. Of course, it all depends on whether or not it rains. So if it suddenly starts raining, I will have to go in the house, and then everything will have to come to an end. That's not very nice, is it? So I'm hoping that the rain will stay off. I'm hoping very much that the rain will stay away. Today is windy and cloudy in my city. Well, it's cloudy here, but sometimes we get lots and lots of sunshine as well. And it's very, very hot. I'm actually wearing my shorts today. That's how hot it is. Yesterday, the weather was nice, and I decided yesterday to put some washing out. So there you can see some washing on the clothes line, and that is what I did yesterday. So this type of weather is very good for drying your washing. So whenever the weather is nice, I always like to do some washing, so I can hang it out, and it always dries very, very well. What about you? Do you like to hang your washing outside? Because I know nowadays people have these very sophisticated washing machines, and they will wash your clothes and they will dry them as well. Incredible. So some people have very posh washing machines. They will actually dry the clothes as well. It's a lovely morning. Well, now it is afternoon here. It is now just coming up to 2:15. 2:15 on a Friday afternoon. And I don't normally do live streams on Friday, but today I thought I would do something different. Hello, Mr. Duncan from Vietnam. Long time no see. Triu Tuan Min, hello to you. Stran Love is here. We need one course for a special about the singer George Michael. Yes, George Michael was a very popular singer during the early 1980s and also the 1990s as well. So George Michael started out in the early 1980s. I remember very well when George Michael first appeared on television, because I was a teenager back then. I know it's hard to believe, isn't it, that I was a teenager in the 1980s, but it's true. It's true, I tell you. What a great surprise you are here, Mr. Duncan. It's very unusual. Well, I thought today I would do something different. I thought I would do something different today because it's the 1st of June and it's a new month. So that's the reason why I'm here today. Noah says, yes, we are in shock. We are very shocked. You are live again, Mr. Duncan. Yes, I was alive. I was alive and live on Wednesday with my usual live stream, and I will be here on Sunday as well with my live stream from 2 p.m. UK time. At the moment, I'm being attacked by lots and lots of flies. Yes, there are flies everywhere at the moment. I'm being attacked by flies. Jobin says, you look knackered. When we say a person looks knackered, it means they look tired. Well, I'm going to tell you something that I have been suffering with hay fever during the past couple of days. And one of the side effects of hay fever is that you get a very sore throat. So at the moment I have a very sore throat, and that's the reason why my voice sounds a little bit croaky, a little bit rough, because of the hay fever. Yes. Did you hear the crow saying hello? Someone's car alarm was going off. Did you hear that? Someone's car alarm was going off. Is it Children's Day in your hometown? I don't think it is. I don't think today is Children's Day. Maybe it is in your country, but I'm not sure about here. But one thing I do know is that today, here in England, it is National Fish and Chip Day, because you may be aware that we like eating fish and chips here in the UK. We are very, very fond of eating fish and chips. It's making me feel hungry now. Andrew says, is there any treatment or are there any inhalers to help you with hay fever? There are some types of medicine to help you with your hay fever, and I do take some of those types of medicine, but the problem is some of the medicine has a very bad side effect, and the side effect is that it makes you very, very sleepy. So I don't like to take too much, especially if I'm working and especially if I'm doing a live stream, because I have to stay very alert. So yes, sometimes I do take medication for my hay fever, but the problem is it has side effects, and one of the side effects is it makes me very drowsy, very sleepy. Do you celebrate Fish and Chip Day? Asks Albert. I really wish I could. I really wish I could, but unfortunately there isn't a fish and chip shop round here. Although, having said that, later on for dinner I'm going to have some fish. So I'm not completely celebrating Fish and Chip Day, but I am having some fish later. But no chips, sadly. Hello, Mr. Blackbird. Mr. Blackbird is just saying hello. I think the birds are waiting to feed, you see, because just behind me there's a bird feeder. Just over there, there is a bird feeder. And I think the birds are waiting to eat. I think so. It is Children's Day in Vietnam. Oh, okay then. So maybe in some countries they are celebrating Children's Day. So in Vietnam there are lots of interesting activities taking place for Children's Day. The birds are getting very excited behind me. Hi. Just saying hello to the birds. Hello, Mr. Duncan. I'm happy to join you, says Nadia. Hello, Nadia. Is it your first time on the live chat? Please let me know if it is. Also, Hytham says, I like your perspective, Mr. Duncan, for taking medicines. I don't always like to take medicine, so I take it when I have to, if I really need it. But normally I don't like to take medicine unless I have to. So if my hay fever gets really bad, if it gets very severe, I will take some medicine. But at the moment it's not too bad. My hay fever is not bad today, even though I have a slight sore throat. I have a very sore throat. Can you see behind me? I'm being asked. Essan asks, what is your possession in the garden? What are the things in your garden? Well, I can show you the thing behind me. Can you see there? That is a bird bath. So that is where the birds will go to bathe and also to drink as well. So quite often the birds will gather and they will have a drink. And sometimes they will also go into the water and have a little bath as well. And over there, can you see? Just over there, you can see my heron. So that isn't a real heron. It's actually a fake heron. It's not real. So it's not real, don't worry. My throat is very rough today. Can you hear my throat? It sounds very bad. And that's because of the hay fever. So yes, so the heron behind me, that heron is not real. It's fake. It's made of plastic. And there is the bird bath. And if you look there, you can see part of my damson tree. So that is where all of the damsons are growing at the moment. Thank you, Amri Wadi, for your best wishes. I don't feel sick. I feel perfectly healthy today. I feel so well. Unfortunately, my throat at the moment is a little sore because of my hay fever. So if you also suffer from hay fever, you will know exactly what I'm going through. It is very, very unpleasant. very unpleasant indeed. You have got some great deal and passion for teaching. Keep doing the same thing. Thank you, Jobin, for that. You are welcome. I do intend to continue doing this. I'm not going anywhere. Some people think that I'm about to quit, but I'm not. I'm not going anywhere, honestly. Some people seem to think that I'm going, but I'm not. In fact, can I let you in on a secret? During the month of June, that's this month, I will be doing some special surprise live streams, just like this. So during the month of June, I'm planning to do some special live streams just for you. Hopefully my hay fever will stay away and my voice will return. So I'm planning on having a very busy month in the month of June. I am planning to have a very busy month indeed. Do you drink enough? Yes, I've been drinking lots of water today. Thank you, Summer. Summer Cookie. Thank you for your care and consideration. Hello, Mr. Duncan. This is my first time here, and I'm so happy. Afra. Hello, Afra. Thanks for joining me today. Even though my voice isn't very good today, I'm very sorry about that. My voice sounds a little rough, and that is because of the hay fever. I apologise. I really do. So the weather here is okay, and we also have, oh, for those who missed it the other night, a lot of people were asking about the dahlia in the garden. So for those who were watching or weren't watching on Wednesday, there is the dahlia. You can see now that the flowers are preparing to come out. Everything is coming into bloom. Isn't that lovely? I was hoping to show you the bulls today, but unfortunately they've vanished. They've walked away. It's not very nice, is it? So it's live English on a Friday afternoon here in the UK. It is now coming up to 2:30 in the afternoon, and I hope you are feeling happy today, and I hope you are enjoying this special live stream, even though my voice is starting to fade. Why don't you build a massive fence around your property? Well, because I like to see the view. I like to see the trees and the cows and the grass. Thanks, Mr. Duncan. I'm waiting for your extra live lessons in June. Yes, I am planning to pop up. Pop up. If someone pops up, it means they appear suddenly. They will pop up. It's a great expression, and we use it quite often in English to describe something that suddenly appears. Suddenly appears. It pops up. It popped up. To pop up is to suddenly appear, and I will be doing a lot of popping up during June. Your job is quite hard. Yes, this is not easy. For those who think that doing a live stream is easy, it is not. I think this is the hardest thing to do on YouTube. It's very easy to record videos and talk and then re-record it. So if you make a mistake when you are recording something, you can just do it again. But unfortunately, because I'm live, I can't do this again. So if I make a mistake, then that's it. It's happened. I can't change anything. So one of the things that I really enjoy about doing live is that it is spontaneous, and that means that anything can happen. Anything. Even the hay fever affects you and your voice, but you are speaking still clear, and I have understood everything. Thanks a lot for your enthusiasm. Thank you, Fung Duchung. Thank you very much for that. Do you have any favourite flowers, Mr. Duncan? I like all sorts of flowers. I like colourful flowers. I like red flowers, yellow flowers. I love the daffodils in the spring. So every time spring arrives, I always look forward to the arrival of daffodils. So yes, I like all sorts of flowers. I also like trees as well, and that's why I live here, because I am literally surrounded. They are all around me. I am surrounded by trees. It's true. So there are trees all around me. I am surrounded by them. Mr. Duncan, I hope you will recover soon. Thank you very much. Amina Ayadi. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Mr. J is here. Oh, hello there, Mr. J. I've not seen you here before. Is it your first time? I think so. I think so. So, live chat. Lots of things going on in the news at the moment. Yesterday, all of the chaos that is going on in Italy was sort of resolved. So now Italy has a new government. Having said that, today, it's like political musical chairs. It really is. Today in Spain, the government there collapsed. So now at the moment in Spain, they have no government due to various things. So the Prime Minister or the President has stepped down. He has stepped down. So now there will be another election by the looks of it in Spain. I don't know what it is about politics at the moment. Everything seems quite crazy. What do you think? It's very crazy. We have lots of things going on in the world at the moment. We have North Korea about to give up its nuclear weapons, maybe. We have world peace approaching. Well, okay, maybe in North Korea and South Korea there will be some peace. We can only hope so. Why can't I see my messages? Asks Samira. I don't know. I don't know why. Well, I can see your messages. Samira, I can see your messages. Mustafa says, Mr. Duncan, how can we speak fast? Not fastly. Fastly is not a word. How can we speak fast? Well, just like everything, you have to learn how to do it. And that means putting in lots and lots of practice. First of all, you have to start off slowly. You have to learn like a child. Never be afraid to learn like a child. Whenever you learn something new, you always start with the very basics, the simple things. And that includes speaking. So when you first start to learn a new language, you might find that you speak very slowly, like a child. So that's what you do. You practice, you do it regularly. You have to make it part of your life. I think so. Hello, Mr. Duncan. I haven't watched your videos for a very long time. Thank you, Nam, for saying hello. Nasser says, Mr. Duncan, what a surprise to watch you today. Yes, I'm here. I'm here. It's Simona, and I'm watching you on my son's YouTube account. Oh, okay then. Hello, Simona, and welcome. You are more than welcome today. Something very different. I'm actually outside on the 1st of June. I know for most people that will mean nothing, but here in England, the 1st of June is a very special day because it means that we can officially say that it is summertime. I don't know why. It always feels as if summer has really arrived as soon as June begins. I don't know why, but maybe it's a psychological thing. I think so. But whenever June arrives, it always feels as if summer has arrived with it. What is your favourite singer? Do you mean who? Who is your favourite singer? Because a singer is a person. So when we refer to a person, it is always who. Who is your favourite singer? Who? Sergio, we are all on the edge of a trade war. Yes, this is something that has happened over the past 48 hours. It would appear that certainly with the United States, they are now charging countries that want to export to the United States. At the moment, I think it's aluminium, and I want to say steel. So if a country outside the United States wants to export their steel or aluminium to the United States, they will have to pay what they call a levy. So there is a charge that will be imposed if they want to export to the United States. Some people think it's unfair. Some people think that it is perfectly fair. So it depends on what your position is. It depends where you are standing at the time. Eliana says, my favourite singer is Elton John. Yes, Elton John at the moment, he is doing a tour this year, and apparently it's his final tour. He's actually going to retire from touring. And that's this year. Yes, he's doing a tour, I think it's this year, and it looks as if he's going to retire from performing live, which I suppose is a little bit sad for those who are big fans of Elton John. Tias. Amri, I got an IELTS Band 5 on writing. Well, that's not too bad, I must admit. Band 5 is pretty good. Pretty good. 5.5 would have been nice, or maybe even 6. But 5, yes, not too bad. Not too bad at all. On Wednesday in Canada, there is chicken... What is that? Chicken wigs. Delicious. It is wigs with delicious sauce. I'm not sure what wigs are. Do you mean wings? Do you mean the wings? I think you mean wings. Chicken wings. So you can fly away like a bird. Chicken wings. Chicken wings. Hi, what are you talking about? It is open today. You can talk about anything. I've just been talking about the trade war that is taking place at the moment between the United States and also Canada and Europe. So yes, there is a lot to talk about. Also, there is some political tension at the moment in Spain, where the president or prime minister has just stepped down. And in Italy, they have just announced that they have a new government. So there are all sorts of things going on at the moment in the world. 2018 is proving to be a very, very busy year. I think so. Amria, it's not good enough for university. I must do more practice. Yes, Tias, you probably need to get a 5.5 or even a 6. Even a 6. I think you should really be aiming for 6, to be honest. TGN says, I really appreciate your work. Thanks a lot for your throat. I advise you some honey with black pepper and lemon. That sounds very nice, actually. Mr. Steve actually has some lemon tea. So he has some lovely herbal tea that has lemon and also ginger. And apparently that is also very good for your throat as well. It's very good if you have a fever. Very good. It's very interesting to listen to you, Mr. Duncan. Thank you, Samira. I'm glad that you are enjoying it. I am actually going to leave you in a moment. I'm only here for around about 1 hour. So I hope you've enjoyed this live stream. Just something a little different to celebrate the new month. Yes, understood that. You need 5.5 or more. Yes, you should always be aiming for 5.5 or 6 at the very least. It is a sunny day here. The sun has come out again. Yes, the sun is out. And I am now enjoying the rays of sunlight. But I don't want to get too much sun because it's not good for your skin. It isn't good for your skin at all. And today I'm wearing my socks. Let's have a quick look at my socks again, shall we? There they are. You can see I'm wearing my socks today and also my shorts. Can you see my legs? Yes, I'm wearing my shorts because it's so hot. The only problem is that all the flies keep biting me. They are flying around and they are biting my legs. And it is very annoying. Very annoying indeed. So there you can see my socks and also my shorts. I hope you enjoyed that. I don't know why some people are always interested to find out what type or which type of shorts I'm wearing. So today I'm wearing my lovely blue shorts that I bought in Turkey. Do you have tea at 5 like the Queen? Well, I'm not sure if the Queen has tea at 5 o'clock. I'm not quite sure about that. I couldn't answer that question, to be honest. I've never been to Buckingham Palace to have tea with the Queen. But I will be having a cup of tea as soon as I've finished this live stream in around about 2 or 3 minutes. So I will be going very soon for 2 reasons. One, I have to prepare Mr. Steve's dinner because Mr. Steve will be appearing in his show, and I am also going to see Mr. Steve perform on the stage tonight. So tonight is the 2nd night of Mr. Steve's play. Pinit says, hello Mr. Duncan, I'm from Thailand and I watch your videos every day. I love your lessons and every place in your videos. They make me happy and also they allow me to improve my English. Thank you for your kindness. You are welcome, Pinit. Pinit watching in Thailand, and a big happy hello to everyone watching in Thailand at the moment. It is the 1st day of June. It always feels as if summer has definitely arrived. Whenever June arrives, so does the summer. It's a lovely feeling, to be honest. A very nice feeling indeed. So I'm back on Sunday. I will be here on Sunday from 2 p.m. UK time. That's 2 o'clock UK time for those who are wondering when I am on. And also I am with you on Wednesday from 10 p.m. very late and live, in fact. I love this pop-up show. It is a very beautiful place. Thank you so much. You are welcome, Rosa. At this very moment, I can feel the skin on my arms being burnt by the sun. I can actually feel the heat from the sun on my arms. My arms are so hot. Omar asks a question. What is the meaning of off you go? Off you go. We normally say off you go when we are telling someone to leave. Off you go. Are you leaving now? Off you go. Off you go. It normally means please leave. Or are you going? Are you going? Off you go. Please go. Please leave. Off you go. I hope that helps. I hate the summer months because it's hot in Vietnam. About 32 degrees, says Fung. I think the hot weather can be very nice. It can also be very unpleasant, especially if it gets too hot. To be honest, I'm going to be honest with you now. I prefer the hot weather. If I had a choice between being very hot and being very cold, I think I would always choose being hot. So I don't mind being hot. I've been to very hot countries in the past. I've been to Malaysia, I've been to Turkey, and those countries are very hot places. They really are. I should spend more time under the sun because of my bones, or so my bones will not be damaged. Eliana, yes, I believe you are talking about vitamin D. Vitamin D, which is something that you need to keep your bones very strong. And a good source of vitamin D is sunlight. Your garden shows are marvellous. Do you do the garden tasks? Asks Rosario. I have a confession to make. Mr. Steve is the one who does all the gardening. I'm not a gardener. This is what I like to do in the garden. I will show you the work that I do in the garden. Watch this. That's it. That's all the work that I'm going to do this year in the garden. That's it. You just saw it there. That is the only thing that I'm going to do in the garden this year. All the rest of the work is done by Mr. Steve. Fortunately, Mr. Steve loves doing the gardening. He really does. I'm very happy that I have a chance to join you today. Thank you, Bella, for that. I have +6. It is 6 degrees and heavy rain and fitful or frightful. Do you mean frightful? Frightful wind? Strong wind? Severe wind? Violent storms, maybe. Well, today, apparently today, or should I say this afternoon and this evening, here we are going to have lots of thunderstorms and lots of rain. And that's the reason why I said that I was taking a risk today. So I really was taking a risk coming outside to do my live stream because I really thought it was going to rain. So fortunately, it hasn't rained. Off you go. Yes, it's off. Off. So it is the second one. Off. O-F-F. Off you go. So off can mean to disconnect. You have disconnected someone or something. You are off. You do not do something anymore, or you don't want to do something, or you are leaving. You are off. Off you go. Mr. Steve has a good hand for the plants. Yes, I think Mr. Steve does enjoy doing the gardening. He enjoys doing it more than I do. I think it's very safe to say. I like touching the plants and hugging the trees with love. I don't know why. I think this helps them to grow, and it's kind of being, it's a way of being thankful for them being there. Maybe that's silly on my part. No, Bella. No, it's not silly. A lot of people love nature. They love to be near nature. Like me, I love being in the countryside. I love being near the trees and the flowers and the birds. I love it very much. Okay, I'm going now. I know I said that I was going 15 minutes ago, but now I'm definitely going because I have to prepare Mr. Steve's dinner because he has a very busy night. He is performing on stage. Hi. A blackbird is just saying hello to me. Mr. Duncan, which books can you recommend for improving my English? Well, there are many different types of exercise books. There are many different reference books. One of the best books that I can suggest for learning English is, of course, a good dictionary. Always have a good dictionary. Never be afraid to buy a good dictionary or to borrow a good dictionary from the library and just look through it. Learn some new words. And the best place to do that is with a dictionary. Who is Mr. Steve? I am new here. Mr. Steve is the person who likes to help me sometimes on my live streams, but at the moment he is very, very busy. And tonight he is going out to perform. I'm hoping he will be back from work in around about an hour or an hour and a half. So he will be back from work and then we will have our dinner and then Mr. Steve will go to the theatre to perform on stage, and I am going along as well to watch. Have a great day, Mr. Duncan. Do you have any pets? I suppose Mr. Steve might be my pet. So I'm going. I hope you've had a good time. I hope you've enjoyed this. I've been on for around about 1 hour and 15 minutes. An hour and 15 minutes. So actually I've been on much longer than I intended. So I'm going now. Thank you to Amina. Thank you to Eliana, Samira, Rosaro, Kareem, also Eleanor and Bella. Mr. Steve is awesome and funny. You really must meet him. Maybe one day. He will be here on Sunday, by the way. Yes, I'm not joking. Mr. Steve will be here on Sunday. He will be joining me from 2 p.m. UK time on the live stream. I'm going now. It's time to say goodbye, goodbye, farewell to you all from a very hot and humid England. This is Mr. Duncan in the birthplace of the English language saying thanks for watching me today, and of course during June who knows where I will be popping up and when I will be appearing on YouTube. Of course you can catch me on Sunday from 2 p.m. UK time, and of course you know what's coming next. Yes, you do. That's it. The blackbird knows what's coming next. What's coming next? He's gone quiet. So I will do it instead. That's right. Ta-ta for now.